2025 regular meeting of the Town Board of the Town of Wappinger. May Town Clerk Paoloni please call the roll.
Councilman Beal.
Here.
Councilwoman Patino. Councilman Phillips.
Here.
Councilman Casella.
Here.
Supervisor Cavazzini.
Here. In just a moment, we will ask you to join us in rising for the Pledge of Allegiance to the flag. That will be followed by an invocation led by our good friend, Pastor Nathan Robinson from Chapel Falls Christian Fellowship. And I'll be followed by a moment of silent meditation in memory of 3 of our town's residents who have passed away over the last week. United States Army Captain Garrett Anjos, Peter Brent, longtime small business owner here in the town of Wappinger, and one of our senior center members, Ginger Knapp Ringdahl. May we always remember them and keep them in our thoughts and prayers. Thank you. Please rise. I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
Let us bow our hearts. Let us pray. Almighty God, we thank you for the town of Wappingers, a wonderful, prosperous, and safe community we call home. As our founding fathers began each meeting in prayer, we begin this meeting looking to your throne. May you bless our supervisor, our councilmen, and all officials with great wisdom and guidance as they consider the agenda of this meeting. May their labor here tonight bring great help and hope and quality of life to the families and businesses of this community. May you also watch over all of our emergency services and first responders and military abroad. May you watch over and protect and bless as they serve our citizens. We thank you for your blessing over this town. We ask you to bless our meeting, and we ask this in the name of the God of Abraham, Isaac, and Jacob, and in Jesus' name we pray. Amen.
Amen. Thank you. You may be seated. Thank you, Pastor.
Thank you.
Do I have a motion to adopt the agenda?
So moved. Second.
Moved by Councilman Phillips, second by Councilman Casella. All in favor?
Aye.
Aye. Do I have a motion to acknowledge the minutes from September 22nd, 2025 and October 6th,
I'll move it.
2025?
Second.
Moved by Councilman Casella, second by Councilman Phillips. All in favor?
Aye.
Folks, in addition to our public portion, we have 2 public hearings before us. Do I have a motion to open the public hearing on the extension of the United Wappinger Water District for the purposes of the Wappingers Falls Mobile Home Park Connection? Move.
Second.
Moved by Councilman Beal, second by Councilman Phillips. All in favor? Aye.
I'm going to recuse myself. I'll just step aside.
Seeing no members of the public wishing to speak in the public hearing, do I have a motion to close the public
Make a
hearing?
motion to close the public hearing.
Moved by Councilman Casella, second by Councilman Beal. All in favor? Aye. Public hearing is now closed. Our second public hearing is, do I have a motion to open the public hearing on local law in 2025 extending moratorium on development?
Move. Second.
Moved by Councilman Phillips, second by Councilman Casella. All in favor?
Aye.
Seeing no members of the public wishing to speak on the local law, do I have a motion to close?
Move. Second.
Moved by Councilman Beal, second by Councilman Casella. All in favor? Aye. Public hearing is closed. Moving along to the public portion of our agenda. Do I have a motion to open it?
Move. Second.
Moved by Councilman Beal, second by Councilman Phillips. All in favor? Aye. Folks, if you'd like to speak on agenda items. Seeing no residents wishing to speak on agenda items, do I have a motion to close?
Make a motion to close. Second.
Moved by Councilman Casella, second by Councilman Beal. All in favor? Aye. Public portion is now closed. Moving along to our consent resolutions. Resolution 2025-170, resolution accepting resignation of Deputy Town Clerk in the Town Clerk's office. Resolution 2025-171, resolution acknowledging the termination of a Town of Wappinger employee. Resolution 2025-172, resolution appointing seasonal laborer in the Buildings and Grounds Department. Resolution 2025-173, resolution acknowledging hire of Trevor Devine for the Highway Department. Resolution 2025-174, resolution acknowledging the hire of Tyler Sinelli in the Highway Department. Resolution 2025-175, resolution authorizing memorandum of agreement with International Brotherhood of Teamsters, Local 445. Resolution 2025-177, resolution adopting certificate of base percentages, current base proportions, and certificate of adjusted base proportions from the State of New York Office of Real Property Services. Resolution 2025-178, resolution setting public hearing on proposed benefit assessment rolls for special improvement districts and special improvement areas for the fiscal year 2026, and to hear any and all objections thereunto. Resolution 2025-179, resolution setting public hearing on proposed budgets, O&M charges, rates, and rents for special improvement districts and special improvement areas for fiscal year 2026. Resolution 2025-180, resolution authorizing the relevy of unpaid 2025 water and sewer charges. Resolution 2025-181, resolution authorizing the town planner to perform work regarding town zoning updates. Resolution 2025-182, adopting local law extending moratorium on development. Resolution 2025-183, resolution approving memorandum of agreement with CSEA Local 1000 AFSCME AFL-CIO, also known as CSEA. And Resolution 2025-184, correspondence log. Do I have a motion?
Move. Just a motion for discussion real quick.
So moved by Councilman Phillips, second by Councilman
I'll do it. It's fine.
Casella. Discussion?
Yeah, so just a couple of quick questions here. So Resolution 175, the resolution authorizing the memorandum of agreement with the Teamsters, we have agreement from them, correct?
Correct.
So we have verbal, is there a written agreement?
So we have our agreement as well as email correspondence. We obviously negotiated this with their two shop stewards as well as the labor management team from Teamsters and came to this agreement. Obviously, it's still subject to their vote. And obviously, that's how we always operate here in the town. And same thing with the CSEA agreement that was negotiated on behalf of their collective bargaining crew and their team, and we negotiated those.
So just want to make sure. And the other one is Resolution 180, resolution authorizing the relevy of the unpaids. So what we're going to do is we're going to send it up to the county, and then the county's going to send us a bill. Is that correct?
Correct.
So we're going to make sure we pay it. So then we do the tax rates. We're going to pay it this year, and then we'll make sure that it doesn't affect our tax rates, because we've
Yes.
had that problem before where we haven't paid it. We just want to make sure we take care of it now, and then we'll.
The chargeback has already been taken care of.
So I saw you had some money in the budget already for it.
Yes.
I don't know if that's enough or not, but
Yes.
we can always adjust accordingly.
We already took care of that. I spoke with our town controller. I said, we need to make sure that we take care of the Dutchess County chargeback.
Got it.
And that was already addressed.
Okay.
Thank you.
Thank you.
One other aspect of discussion, obviously, we held a public hearing on extending the moratorium by 6 months. Again, folks, this limits high-density development and subdivisions over 3. And obviously, we approved historic legislation with our comprehensive plan update, as well as our town zoning code updates. This is going to continue to take the next step and reevaluate additional aspects of our town zoning code. That's also one of the resolutions in here authorizing the town planner to perform work on zoning updates to continue to address the issue with the density. We as a town board have collectively stated on this dais, I have said it more times than we can count, we have our fair share And any future development needs to be closely looked at and well laid out in the town code to ensure that we are not allowing more high density in the town. So that is what this addresses here tonight. We had a motion and a second on the table. Any further discussion? Seeing none, all in favor?
Aye.
The consent agenda is now approved. On the non-consent resolutions, Resolution 2025-185, a resolution declaring an order making certain determinations in relation to and approving the establishment of Extension Number 12, Wappingers Falls Mobile Home Park, Inc., to the United Wappinger Water District of the Town of Wappinger, Dutchess County, New York, pursuant to Article 12 of Town Law. Do I have a motion?
I'll move it.
A second.
Moved by Councilman Casella, second by Councilman Phillips. On the discussion, folks, we've been having this discussion for quite some time, over a year now, working with the owners of the Wappingers Falls Mobile Home Park on New Hackensack Road to allow that park to connect to town water, servicing those residents. We have one of them here with us here today, and this is obviously something that's very important to the residents of our town, and I fully support it. And I know that our colleagues here have expressed in the past their support as well. So with that, seeing no further discussion.
I just have a question for Larry. Is that still going to run down the south side and then cross underneath?
Yes, it's going to go under the creek.
Okay.
Yes, and then go under the road.
Yes, go under the road, over.
Yes, oh, over the creek. It's going to go over the creek, okay, good. And then that's burrowing, that's not cutting open the road. Correct? Yes, because we just had Dutchess County government repave that section of New Hackensack Road, and that was paved with a special surfacing to reduce rollovers right in the area of your property. And we had requested that, and they got it done very quickly. So want to make sure that that is burrowing underneath the county road. So thank you, folks. Okay. Any further questions? Seeing none. All in favor? Aye. Motion has been passed. Congratulations. Thank you. All right. We're making good on time, folks. I would like to acknowledge the fact that we did move today's meeting up an hour because we have 92 of our residents RSVP'd for our emergency preparedness training hosted by Councilman Beal, and I'm sure we're going to talk about that, but since we're doing good on time, we can still do items for special consideration, new business.
Certainly, yeah. Thank you to my colleagues on the board. Unfortunately, we didn't realize that October 14th was the day that we were going to be having the town board meeting because of the holiday, Columbus Day. So we had to kind of think quickly on how to manage this incoming number of residents for the 6:30 registration and 7 o'clock presentation that's going to occur here. So Citizen Preparedness Training is a program that is offered throughout Dutchess County. It's been a program that has been in existence since 2015. It has been presented here in the town of Wappinger, I believe 2 times prior. It's also been presented at the junior high, and it's a very popular program that helps build resiliency within communities across Dutchess County. Each participant this evening will receive a preparedness kit that is funded by grant funding through the county from the federal government. So in addition to receiving information on how to be better prepared in the event of emergencies and disasters, each participant will receive a citizens preparedness kit. We've also offered this training in residential specific areas, was offered at Regency at Wappinger previously as well, and it is available by request through Dutchess County Department of Emergency Response. So Based on the fact that this program has basically a waiting list for the last couple weeks, there will be another offering in southern Dutchess County at some point in the near future, likely in the Fishkill area. So that will be occurring in the near future. So stay tuned. We will pass on that additional information. So that will be at 7 o'clock here. Just with respect to Ward 1, we've been meeting with a number of residents about some concerns in recent weeks. Some of the concerns have been repetitive meetings, and we're working to find solutions. One example, our friends on Dean Avenue have shared a number of concerns with respect to cut-through traffic, which occurs now that Waze and Google Maps is seeing the red on 9D and pushing people down Dean Avenue. So how can we improve that situation? We previously enacted a weight limit on that road. It does take about 18 months for the weight limit to show up on the commercial GPSs, but we do have an issue on the intersection of Dean Avenue and 9D. Larry, perhaps you can take a look at this at some point. You know, this is an issue that's existed for decades, but it's now gotten even more challenging to navigate exiting Dean Avenue onto Route 9D southbound, right? So there's limited visibility there. Our thought was to look at the legality of putting a no left turn. The no left turn would be from Dean Avenue to 9D, because you're going across that oncoming lane of traffic, which is going, it's usually up to speed at that point, going northbound, right? And there's no real visibility. You just got to keep inching out, right? And right, yeah. So my concern is not only for the residential, sedans, but vans and school buses which navigate that road. I think the side that we need to focus on first is the 9D Dean Avenue side. So if you could take a look at that and let me know your thoughts. Dean Avenue is a roadway that doesn't meet highway specs. It predates all those requirements. It goes back to 70 or 50 or something like that, 1850 something?
1850.
So on that, yeah, so it's on the 1867 map, 1852 it's on there. So yeah, it's before 1852. So, it's a road that is, it's just a legacy roadway. And now, as we focus on this road and how we can improve safety on this road and how we can prevent unnecessary cut-through traffic, the next strategy, and we've told these folks that we were going to work one at a time on how to achieve this, would be the no left from Dean Avenue onto 9D. That's the next step. So we can talk offline about that, but I'd like to get your thoughts on that. And of course, we do understand that the state has certain authorities within X number of feet from the intersection. How do we navigate that? That's something we can talk about offline. I want to at least make some sort of an effort to explore this. I do know that it's difficult for towns to, regulate intersections with state roadways, right? So we'll talk.
Yeah, I have some experience with it.
Right, you know what I'm talking about.
Yes, I do.
Your help would be greatly appreciated, Larry.
Yeah. It's just one of those things where,
I don't know how much help it'll be.
I mean, I've been to several accidents there. I don't want this to end up being, a product of another more serious accident, right? So we'll work on that. The other thing, in Ward 1, we've been meeting with constituents about some noise ordinance issues. Well, I'll just say noise issues. We're waiting for a legal determination in writing. There are some entities that are claiming exemptions, which may or may not exist. I have no problem if you are having a religious ceremony and it is a true religious ceremony, but when you're playing, electronic dance music at 1 o'clock in the morning and it's shaking people's pictures on their walls a block away.
Blocks away.
Yeah,
Blocks away.
and these are people that don't complain about anything that are coming to us and sending us videos of it at 1 a.m. And listen, I've made my fair share of noise at outdoor parties, right? Most recently on Marlville Road at the Centurani wedding. But that said, we have to be cognizant, especially that late, right? I don't think I made noise past 11 at the last one, right? This is 1 a.m. So if we can further discuss that with our attorney offline and see if that can be explored. And then, of course, there's the other issue with outdoor musical entertainment at another location that eventually is going to solve itself, in my opinion. If we can just have answers that are definitive for the residents, it would be helpful for next season, because it's going to be too cold out soon for these things to happen outdoors. So that's what we're working on in Ward 1, and certainly appreciate everyone's flexibility this evening. Thank you. And I'm sure I passed on to you all that it is a mandatory attendance for tonight's training. The HR department should have sent you a memo. Just kidding.
Thank you, Councilman. And just to follow up again on the noise ordinance issues, those are sitting with the town attorney's office right now, and we'll have a follow-up on that in the morning.
Certainly. Thank you. Good.
Thank you. We definitely have a lot going on in town, a lot more than what a lot of our surrounding municipalities have, especially when that comes to capital improvements. If anyone's driven by Schlott House, we see the dance floor is now going in. Obviously, the stage came in under budget, which was good, and we were able to reapply some American Rescue Plan funds to what I dare say is the largest dance floor and picnic patio I've ever seen, but it's going to look beautiful when that's all done.
That is impressive. I know I said that as soon as it's built, we're gonna have a party. Obviously, I don't think we're gonna make the weather cut off, but we will do that when in the spring or whenever is appropriate. I owe you guys a party. I owe the community a party. We will throw a party on that dance floor, and the requirement is people cannot bring chairs to that event because they have to be on the dance floor. So
That's what I'd like to hear. It'll be a good time. Looking forward to that. Also, in the first ward, we have the replacement bridge for the Reese Parktown Nature Preserve over Hunter Creek. That is sitting up at the highway garage right now. One of our amazing town residents has stepped up to volunteer his services once again. That's Billy Schweibert, and he will be donating his labor to go in and install that bridge. They were out there over the weekend, and that is going to be huge in connecting our new Louis Deal trailhead on 9D to the remainder of that nature preserve. So that is moving forward. Hopefully, we'll be in by the end of the month, and we are looking forward to that. And we'll do a ribbon cutting with that. We just came off of what I say is a very successful records management day here in the town. We did a social media post on it, and not everything that we do is big and glamorous. Even the little things like organizing records and going through retention dates is a big deal, and we wanted to share that as each one of our departments gathered at our town records facility at Carnwath Farms. We did a in-depth cleaning and organization of that facility. We went through records. Some of them we found dating back to the 60s and 50s, but this just makes our town even more organized. Many other municipalities do not have the capabilities that we have, especially when we're scanning. We've implemented desk scanners in the comptroller's suite. The town clerk's office has been scanning for the past 2 decades. We are really pushing digital wherever we can, and going through and organizing our town's paper files is definitely a big deal. So I have to give a special shout out to all of our town employees that came out, had a good day out at Carnwath, cleaned up everything. Everything is organized, expanded records rooms. We put digital locks on there. Everything is organized, and this is something that had not been done for many, many years. So it's definitely something worth noting publicly. Councilman Casella joined myself and many residents at a Office for the Aging forum that was hosted here by the Dutchess County Office for the Aging, President Grace Martin and Director Todd Tancredi. It was very well attended. We heard a lot of feedback from our seniors. We're going to be working with OFA to also do office hours here at Town Hall for our senior population. They can talk about everything from Medicaid, Medicare, and a number of the other services that are offered by Dutchess County and the town of Wappinger for our senior population. So I just wanted to note that we had a very, very good OFA forum. We are very proud to host it here in the town hall. Yes, Councilman Beal is hosting tonight his emergency preparedness training for all of Dutchess County and the entire town. But on October 22nd, we just put this on the calendar, no other conflicts that day, Councilman Beal will be returning to the Senior Center to provide a senior-specific emergency preparedness training that will be on October 22nd. I also just want to note that Councilman Casella also joined me in recognizing two of our town's very dedicated residents, and that is Lou and Caroline DeCoco. We had launched at my 2024 State of the Town address our Adopt a Spot initiative, in which residents and businesses step up and beautify portions of our town, no cost to the taxpayers, and really add something special there. And I have to say, Lou DeCoco, who I served with on the Recreation Commission years ago, and his wife Caroline have been improving that gateway to Edge Hill Manor for decades, and they've done a beautiful job, and I have to give them a special shout out. It was great to see so many of their neighbors come and participate and see that, but we officially named that entrance the Lou and Caroline DeCoco Garden in recognition of their service, so huge shout out to them. This town board also took action at the beginning of this year to bring the recycle center services in-house, saving this town hundreds of thousands of dollars and really making that recycle center more efficient. I'm proud to say that this week the roll-off truck is coming. I told the highway superintendent to let us know, because I'm sure that Councilman Phillips will definitely want to be out there when it comes rolling in. It's going to be a bright orange roll-off truck, and we're very excited.
He'll be driving it.
Is that will be the first start to our recycle center reform up there. So we're very proud of that. So I wanted to share that publicly, since we did approve that as a town board, and that is now closing that chapter and moving forward this week. And before we meet next, we're going to have a number of Halloween-oriented events throughout the town of Wappinger. Coming up this Saturday, we will be having the Village of Wappingers Falls Halloween Parade in Mizzier Park and on East Main Street. We're looking forward to that. Then on Halloween night in the Chelsea Hamlet, we have the Chelsea Hamlet Halloween Parade. That is always a fun time to go check out. And on October 25th at Brexel Schlotthaus Park, the town of Wappinger, we will be hosting our trunk or treat and haunted house and Halloween festivities at Schlotthaus on the 25th. We also have a Halloween Spirit Week taking place the last week in October, and we'll be doing trick-or-treating at Town Hall earlier in the day for our town residents to come and get some candy from our town.
Is that where Bill's going to come as a pickleball player?
One meeting without pickleball.
I was at the Hudson Valley Pickleball on Sunday. Unfortunately, I got there after you left for Lynn's fundraiser. I was hoping you'd be in your full pickleball gear that night, but I missed you.
Anyway, sorry.
Right back at you.
There you go. So anyway, come to our town's Halloween events. We have a lot in store, a lot of exciting things going on in town, and thank you all for your collective support. Turning it over to the third ward.
To echo what you said about Schlotthaus Park, I was away for a week and a half, and just coming back, driving past it, last year was an empty field. It's transformed into a beautiful park, and to Director Fulton's credit, it's decorated beautifully for the holiday. It looks fantastic, it really does. And driving by, seeing the stage and all, and the dance floor going in is amazing. I was going to talk about the truck.
Sorry.
No, that's all good. It's unfortunately, as Councilman Beal knows, our plow truck won't be in until June.
Yeah.
So I'll miss this year because equipment is backed up years right now. So that's a terrible thing. I have to mention, as you said at the beginning, this town and this nation lost a true hero. And by that sense, a hero is somebody to, as Councilman Beal knows, is willing to give your life. Sergeant Garrett Andros suddenly passed away. He was deployed many times. As a young man, 32 years old, he was deployed overseas and domestically many times. And that's amazing. And no matter what side of the aisle you're on, as a 32-year-old, he was already involved in politics. So he had an interest in the community as well as serving his nation. He went to school with my son, and it's hard to see somebody that young just suddenly pass away. And I know Councilman Beal was there immediately, and to his family, this town, our prayers are with you.
Thank you, Councilman. Thank you.
So October is Breast Awareness Month, so we want to make sure, we probably all know somebody who had cancer or is dealing with cancer now. So, again, thoughts and prayers. We have a couple of folks here close to home here that we're aware of. Again, thoughts and prayers to them. James Warriors, we hosted on October 4th, which is an organization that raises awareness about mental health. Great organization, done a lot of good work here in the town. They had a lot of folks here attend, and it was great to see so many people out there and support them, knowing that no one is alone. Melanie Chenez, more commonly known as Melanie's Law. Again, that's, broadens domestic violence protection, so there was a law that was passed a couple of years ago for that. Again, we had that on October 11th, which was Saturday. Another great event, again, putting the focus on where it needs to be for violence. Van Dyke Cemetery, so we had passed money, the board, I want to thank the town board for doing that, cleaning up the parkets off of Robinson Lane. Tommy Mash did a great job too as well, making sure that, again, the fields were cleared. We got a couple of different contractors to come in, but I have to say, Limemark Landscaping did an outstanding job. I mean, they cleaned it up, and we got a lot of positive comments from folks that live around there. So
A lot of positive comments.
So it's a great thing there. Again, you mentioned Lou and Caroline DeCoco, so the supervisor and I were there, and I think that, again, that was a great dedication to them. Lou and I actually painted some of the benches at Mart's Field a number of years ago, but Lou also was a sponsor of my softball team, so I used to see him around the fields, and it was always a beautiful thing for them. But they've done an outstanding job, and I've been to their house a number of years. But if you look at, where they actually did the work, it's just outstanding how beautiful it looks, and the time and the effort. I can remember seeing them out there multiple times out there, in a month and doing the work. So again, it looks beautiful. Speed issues, Bill, we've had a number of those too in my ward as well. Brothers Road, Topple Hill, a number of those. And we've had the speed monitor out there. We've caught people doing 96, 97 miles an hour, which is
96 miles an hour on Brothers Road.
That's crazy. Somebody's going to get killed, but we've got the Sheriff's Patrol out there, and as well as the speed radars, and we got to stop it because somebody's going to get hurt. That's dangerous. Noise issue, I have some of those same ones actually right behind my house. The guy seems to, when nobody's around, turns the decimals up, but we've worked with our planning and zoning department, and they seem to have taken care of that. And on the last note, Central Hudson, so they're actually in Royal Ridge now, doing a lot of gas work in my particular development. They've done about 4 streets already. They expect to be done by the end of November, which is a good thing, and they'll start repaving probably next year. But again, that's starting to move along pretty quickly. So again, some really good things. Schlatt House Park, just to make one last comment on that too, the teams out there have done an outstanding job. It looks absolutely amazing, getting a lot of positive feedback between the stage, the lights, all the other stuff going on out there. So it just looked beautiful. Electronic signs, the dance floor now going in, the rail fence. People really have seen the improvements, the walking path, et cetera. So it looks truly amazing, and it's been a team effort here that put this forward. So I want to thank the board for all their help and efforts here, because again, this is the kind of things that we do as a town board. We improve the quality of life for our residents, and we're going to continue to do that. And looking at some of the stuff that you have in the budget. You can see we're going to continue to do that in 26 as well. So thank you for that. Anyway, thank you.
Thank you, Councilman.
The Schlott House project, I think it's fair to say, has exceeded expectations of even the board. I mean, we've had the conversations through the process of do this, do that, add this, add this. You know, my thing was the stage and then the dance floor. The dance floor is unbelievable, how that is coming together. That is like way more intricate than I thought it was going to be. It's going to match the actual structure of the stage. The whole thing's going to look like
We
one.
match the brick, we match the
It's
stone, everything.
It's going to be phenomenal, and you know that's why I love working with colleagues that bring different perspectives, because you know, not to sound corny or cliche, each one of us has brought a different opinion to that park, and now we stand back and look at it, and I'm just amazed. Unfortunately, I couldn't make the Melanie's Law event because I have kids that play every single sport known to man, but the pictures, now I see the town seal starting to come together,
Yeah.
right?
Not done yet.
I just think it's really impressive, and I appreciate the synergy that we have on this board. Thank you.
Thank you. All right, Councilman, your attendees are starting to roll in for your presentation, so seeing no further business to come before the town board, do I have a motion to adjourn?
I'll make a motion.
Second.
Moved by Councilman Casella, second by Councilman Beal. All in favor? Aye. Meeting's adjourned. Thank you very much.